thank you so much. I'm dating myself with our new walk-up music for the Excellence in Reusable Packaging Awards. We've learned over the course of 2 days that I think walk-up music for each of our speakers will be a norm for our programs next year. So I'm testing a few out. Didn't look like I had very much response except for those in the back with more my generation. So I'm open if there's any additional recommendations for celebrating, which is what this next session is all about. It truly is a celebration of excellence in reusable packaging. This is the 12th year where the Reusable Packaging Association has honored at least one representation of excellence within our industry. For about 10 years, the program was focused on awarding one trophy to excellence in a reusable system. That's been kind of the mainstay category of excellence. And this reusable system award is all about demonstrating how reusable packaging impacts economic and environmental aspects for reusable packaging systems. Last year, we added 2 new awards. One's a design innovation and a product technology award. So 3 total categories, and that was a tremendous decision because the applications that are coming in, the displays of excellence have been phenomenal for us to receive and ultimately promote as far as what's going on in the marketplace. It's because of that is why this is one of my favorite programs at the Reusable Packaging Association, because we can, in theory, talk about reuse. We can demonstrate reuse logically in terms of how it drives down costs, reduces, if not eliminates, solid waste and pollution. But these awards are all about showing real-world application of reusable packaging as case studies. And those, in essence, become very valuable and very credible demonstrations about how reusable packaging is working in the market. With reusable systems, as I noted, it's about the full circle of reuse in the supply chain. Design innovation is about cutting-edge design or material use in reusable packaging product manufacture in particular. Material use is also very important, as we've heard about using recycled materials or advanced chemistries and composites about building reusable packaging products, and some of the great things that are happening in the world of design as far as meeting, achieving and solving problems in the supply chain. The Product Technology Award is really specific to automation or smart and connected reusable packaging products. And you can see how that would be a very inspiring award in a sense of how technology is really enabling reusable packaging at a much higher level of performance. So those are the 3 awards: reusable system, design innovation, and product technology. The applicants submit basically 3 areas. It's a narrative. Tell us about reusable packaging. What are you doing? How did you solve a problem in the market? The other area of the scorecard looks at quantifying economic and then environmental impact. How did that reuse application perceive an advantage in the market regarding the economic and then environmental opportunity? And over 12 years, what we've learned is that by telling in your application, it's more than just saying that we're saving trees, we're reducing or eliminating waste. It's actually quantifying what that impact is, that you're saving X% of solid waste that you normally would have, X dollars of cost savings. And it's drilling into that detail where we've gotten to a point where it's very exciting to be able to capture that information. And our 4 judges, a panel of 4 judges that we have, independent of the Reusable Packaging Association. Fortunately, we've got some tremendous longevity, and so they themselves have scrutinized over the years. It's much tougher to get by our judges as far as the information. I'd like to introduce, actually, I see 2 of our judges here. Rick LeBlanc with the Reusable Packaging News. Thank you so much, Rick. And if I believe in our 12th year, you've done this 12 times. So yes, try and sneak something by Rick in terms of quantifying your economic impact. he'll likely catch it for sure. Dr. Laszlo Horvath from Virginia Tech is in the back, standing room. Thank you so much, it's having again longevity, maybe not as long as Rick, but not too much after your involvement as well. Dr. Zanette Bose with the University of Florida is our third judge, certainly. And Michelle Fay, who's with Stop Waste, a long-standing partner of the RPA based in Alameda County, California. Stop Waste has been a long-standing community representative of eliminating waste within that particular county in California. So those are our four judges who every year we dump a lot of data and information and ask them to take a good week or so of their time during the summer to a scorecard, and then we roll it all up to select our winners. So that's a good background as far as the Excellence in Reusable Packaging Award and the scrutiny that takes place. And we're really excited to honor and celebrate the three winners that we have, one for each of the categories. And what we've asked is that we can introduce them to come up one by one. We'll do one first so that they can say a few remarks, tell a little bit about the story of their application, maybe do a photo op with one of our trophies, and then we'll do the next one consecutively as well. And it's fantastic to be able to honor each one of them for the work they're doing in reusable packaging in the marketplace. So first I want to talk about the Reusable System award category, and the winner is OK Produce. OK Produce is a wholesale provider of fruits, vegetables, and grocery items based out of Fresno, California. And I've been working with OK Produce over the last few years about what work they're doing in implementing reusable packaging in the supply chain and how that is developing in terms of an award. I will say that there was past submissions, and this year their submission demonstrated the experience that they've gained in implementing a reusable packaging system with their customers in shipping fruits and vegetables and other items to their customers in multiple states as well. And one of the things that struck me in particular, because we look to quantify impacts from a variety of different avenues, was the recognition of a reduction of worker compensation claims, workers' comp claims. And we don't see that a lot as far as being quantified or measured or talked about in our industry. But along with some other advantages that we'll talk about, that's one that stood out to me as a great example about handling reusable packaging products, and the design and durability really had an impact in terms of worker health and safety, and I believe has become a preference for those handling those materials. So it's a fantastic story that we want to talk about and honor. And here on behalf of OK Produce, I'd like to call up Aaron Perez to the stage where we can award the trophy and give him a chance to talk about their award win. Thank you. Let me grab your award here.
We're going to do a photo op?
We will, right here.
Well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. Definitely want to thank Tim and the RPA for the constant pursuit of promoting innovation in the supply chain. I'd also like to thank the OK Produce team, Chad, Brady, our owners and leadership, for the opportunity to develop such a pallet program. Judging panel, thank you. I know last year I made a submission and it just fell short, mostly because we didn't have quantifiable results. So I'm very pleased to be able to demonstrate it accurately this year. So for those of you who are not familiar with OK Produce, Tim, I think, stated many of those things. We're a wholesale distributor in Fresno, California. Our warehouse is 340,000 square feet. We have just shy of 500 employees, over 100 trucks on the road a day. We do make about 600 deliveries 6 days a week as well to our customer base. We have been family owned and operated for over 50 years. So I do think there are some major synergies between Rarick Pacific and us being family owned and operated, and it's been a fantastic partnership. So when I got to OK Produce 2 years ago, I saw the perfect opportunity for a total pallet management program involving reusable pallets. So initially we tested 20 different types of pallets, nestables, stackables, any pallet you can think of. Once we identified that a nestable pallet was at least the best use for our implementation, Rarig definitely fit the mold. So Mike and I have been working together now for 2 years, developing and implementing this project. Internally, we've also created a scannable barcode and RFID scanning system to manage the assets throughout the supply chain. So as of today, we've shipped out over 300,000 pallets. And we have a loss rate of 2.8%, which I think is pretty incredible. So Tim, once again, you alluded to workers' comp cases. Those are down 33% since implementation in our warehouse. I can't tell you the dollar amount, but it is very significant. And for the first time in company history, we did not have to purchase wood pallets in the last 2 years. I think, once again, a great feat. Labor. We've also seen a major efficiency in the pallet selection process, which is saving about 20 hours a day in labor, whether it's out on the road from our drivers recovering or internally as our warehouse team is picking pallets. So for me, validation is what this award means to me. There are many people here today who have invested time, money, energy, knowledge into me, and I really appreciate it, and those of you who've been there along the way. IGPS, thank you. And lastly, I also would like to pay homage to somebody who kind of paved the way for many of us in this industry. As many of you know, Graham Connor passed away earlier this year. And without him, the reusable packaging supply chain would be much different, I feel. And I had the pleasure of working with him on many accounts, and he is dearly missed. So again, thank you, Tim, judges, RPA, for the recognition. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm gonna grab your, there you go. Well, thank you, Aaron. Great comments, and it's fantastic to get your perspective about a successful reusable packaging model. And I love the fact that, again, you're looking at loss rates. You're just starting off your program and you're able to achieve that, and you'll have that continuous improvement as well. It's all about that pooling, that full service, and you're definitely demonstrating that too. Thank you. I'd like to turn our attention to our Design Innovation Award. As I mentioned, this is the second year where we're honoring a uniqueness and creativity associated with cutting-edge design and material use. I like to think about this award having the cool factor, right? Because what we see is that's really cool, new ideology, new thinking, new innovation associated with designing reusable packaging products. And that's what we actually have this year, is something that really took me a step back about how it's being really cool associated with reusable packaging products. And we'd like to honor this year's award winner in our design innovation category is Schaefer Plastics North America. And so they are the winner of this year's for what they call the Grounder, which has got a cool name as well. It's a bulk bin that basically tackles the problem from electrostatic discharge, or ESD. And apparently, when you find out that batteries and other electronic equipments, when they're shipped, if there's any type of connection or electrostatic discharge that could happen, the flow of currents could damage the products and make them not usable. I was looking at Wikipedia to learn that as well. But it's really a big deal, and they actually have invented, as they'll talk about in this product called the Grounder, is a way to take that current out and away from the product inside. And so you can imagine about shipping high-valued electronic items, being able to make sure that you're protecting them against that possibility of electrostatic discharge is a big win. And it really shows the value of reusable packaging, not just in carrying products safely, but then protecting them along the way for all these different unique features as well. So I'd like to congratulate Schaefer Plastics North America and call Brandon Hoots and Mark Ward up to receive the award and talk a little bit in more detail and more accurately about the grounder who won our Design Innovation Award. So thank you.
So I'm going to be a lot less polished than Tim just was, because he pretty much did our whole presentation for us, so thank you very much. We really do want to thank the RPA. It's been a great partnership that we've had with them for many years. Schaefer is a returnable, reusable packaging company. We primarily support the automotive industry, but we're going into a lot of other industries as well. Everything we do is based on sustainability, reusability, so plastic totes, pallets, bulk containers. But one of the biggest growing areas for our company is the customization of our standard products. Industry term is dunnage, but basically protective packaging, protecting the individual parts that we're servicing for our customers. So the grounder was an interesting product development, and one of the things we like to do is take our standard products and try to find ways to customize them and almost reinvent them in many ways. So we have a bulk container. Many of you have probably seen them before. It's a injection molded bin, kind of like a pallet base with 4 walls on the sides that collapse. We do a lot of customization with it. But one of the things that we knew that was happening in the industry is when it comes to ESD-based products, one of the problems is obviously cost, lead times, things to this nature. So the objective was, how do we develop something that will address the ESD problem, but how do we do that also from a cost perspective and time perspective? ESD resins can be very expensive. It takes a long time, lead times. Most of the resin companies want high volumes to produce the resin in the first place. So it makes it really difficult for us as a company to be able to prototype for customers, to be able to do some trial and error process. And historically, once we'd get to the price conversation of ESD, especially on something, a container this size, most companies just kind of really couldn't get over the price hurdle. So what we did was we took a standard container that we have, and as I said, cost, minimum quantities, lead times are some of the objections that we've had. We took our standard container, which is our standard bulk container, and we basically modified it. So what we did was we added a steel frame to it. We removed either the side or the tops, so it could either be loaded with dunnage from the sides or from the top, based on whatever your application is. But we are able to ground the actual dunnage to our steel frame. Then the steel frame is actually grounded to a plunger on our container. And what it allows us to do is it allows us to take any chance of that electric current and move it down away from the product. But because of the plunger process, when it's on the floor, it's grounded. But when you're able to stack containers multiply on heights, whether it's on a truck, a trailer, in a warehouse, the entire column is able to stay completely grounded. So this was really kind of one of those things where when you look at it, and our booth is 7912, we'd love for people to come by and take a look at it, but it's even ourselves it's kind of such a simplistic approach to solving the problem, but it's a very cost-effective way of doing it. And we've actually had a couple of customers now who've bought a few hundred units, putting it in their systems, seem to really like it. It's doing everything as we expected. We've had a lot of great leads from the trade show yesterday and today, so we're really excited. But it's a good solution for the program. But as I said, you're able to stack the unit, and you're able to carry that current from the dunnage through the system, through the frame, and down to the floor to get everything away from it. So with the growth of EV, all the electronic components going into it, the cost of the products that we're shipping are so high now that the packaging is such a critical point that, you know, you have a shock, you could be losing a lot of money in a container. So, you know, that's basically it. You know, so it's something that's probably easier for you to see and take a look at. So again, we'd love for you to come by to 7912, take a look at the units. But one of the things we're really proud of is our design team. Ethan Arkensinger is one of my design managers. He really is the guy who really came up with this whole mechanism for it. And you know, it's the guys like that that really help us succeed as a company and hopefully service you as a customer. So. Very good.
We had electrostatic discharge that took out our monitor, so we need the grounder next year to take that out. Terrific, thank you so much, and congratulations again, really showing a design innovation that really can take performance to a whole new level, allow for much higher quality and protective shipment of products like computers as well. So thanks. I do want to talk now, we'll do to our third award of product technology. And as you may have seen throughout the association's work, whether it's the new white paper we issued this year, our dedicated aisle for technology, our tech center, we've got a technology working group. We are really investing a lot of our time and resources in smart and connected and automation systems associated with reusable packaging, because it really is so exciting using and leveraging reusable packaging as vehicles to capture, transmit, and interpret data throughout the supply chain. And so it's that information exchange, information technology that is so important. And when we looked at this award, we looked at the application of technology and how that could be used for information gathering, and of course, importantly, using that information for something good. What I want to do is honor the winner of this year's Product Technology Award is the Reusable Pacific Company. Reusable Pacific, of course, is a traditional manufacturer of injection and other technologies associated with plastic products. And when we received their submission for technology, it was somewhat, I don't know, a head scratcher. It's like, okay, well, let's see what they're doing there. But you know, as you'll learn, one of their divisions is really focused on technology and automation with reusable packaging. It's a fantastic complement associated with their core business of manufacturing reusable packaging products. And one of the things that stood out to me with their product is it's not just leveraging the ability to detect and gather information, but working as components within a system to allow to do other things. So it's not just transmitting information, but it's automatically using that information to run other systems or other capabilities, like checking orders that are going out into the marketplace. Looking at packaging and other, wrapping of pallets and systems to make it much more accurate. And so there's other things that technology is doing and not just communicating with information. And it's a real exciting, the visual object recognition system, vision object recognition, that ultimately is the award winner for our Product Technology Award category. And so it's real exciting to see how that technology component is driving other systems and other automations and really creating efficiencies and high performances in the marketplace. And here to accept the award and to talk a little bit more about the vision object recognition is Erica Lay and Raul Casillas. Would you like to come up?
In today's market, beverage distributors simply cannot afford costly clerical mistakes. Incorrect or missing orders throw entire systems off course.
That costs money and time, and it's wasted time. We don't want to waste time.
Reusable Pacific is infusing entire supply chains with intuitive technology that is revolutionizing the industry. It starts at the picking level, where Pick Assist is simplifying warehouse navigation and pallet building for pickers. Once a pick is complete, this smart stretch wrapper, called VOR, is using cameras and machine learning technology to eliminate mistakes before they become costly.
We make a stretch wrapper and use that as a space where we can image product, collect images of the pallet, weigh it, cross-reference that against a pick list.
We found a unique opportunity to track at the individual SKU level to verify product for a customer.
We have seen upwards of 99% of accuracy.
An RFID-based load validation system ensures that every order is on the correct truck and in the perfect sequence.
Our warehouse has gotten better with the pallets going in the right truck every day. We're not going to stores anymore with wrong product going to pallets.
Order details go out ahead of time, and check-in is complete with the click of a camera. When systems are strong and smart, distributors win. Rarick Pacific is giving their customers the competitive edge by keeping their technology way ahead of the curve. It's simpler than you think when you start with Rarick Pacific.
Thank you for the ESD support to get this thing going again, guys. Thank you, Tim. So my name is Raul Casillas. I am the VP of Sales for our supply chain products at Rarick. Over here we have Erica Lay, our Vice President of Sustainability, and you'll be hearing from her in just a minute. So most importantly, I just want to say that we're really honored to be the recipient of RPA's Reusable Technology Association prestigious Excellence in Reusable Packaging Award in the product technology category. You guys try saying that real fast 3 times. So the vision object recognition, or what we like to call VOR, our VOR system, is something that we're very proud of, very excited about. And this acknowledgement means more to our entire team at Rarick than we can really express in words to you guys here today. But we'd like to start with a nod to the tireless efforts and the dedication of our incredible technology team. And the transformation team specifically, that's Pete Jackson, Rob Martin, and Clay Kobernick. And there were many others that were in the ranks with them, helping them to make it happen. Too many to name here. This award is a testament to their hard work and unwavering commitment to creating innovative solutions that effectively and responsibly move goods, resources, and ideas. It's our passion and relentless pursuit of excellence that's garnered this recognition for Rarick today. The Rarick Pacific VOR system represents a pivotal milestone in the world of reusable packaging. It's a product born from a vision of a sustainable future, a future where we minimize waste, reduce environmental impact, and foster responsible stewardship of our planet. So, thank you, thanks again, and let me turn this over here to Erica, who's got a few more words.
Thank you, Earl. As you saw in the video, it's the first of its kind end-to-end multi-system AI technology that provides complete supply chain visibility, bringing previously impossible efficiencies to beverage and food service industries. Through deep machine learning and a suite of independent, highly integrated products, SKU verification, load validation, and in-store delivery has never been better for frontline workers or the bottom line. We know that our work is far from over. We're at the very beginning here of what is possible. We are just one piece of the puzzle, and we pledge to continue pushing the boundaries, of innovation to serve as a catalyst of a sustainable and circular economy. This award isn't just recognition of our achievements, it's a celebration of the shared vision that drives the Reusable Packaging Association and its members. It's about the future supply chains we are collectively building and inspiring others to join us on this journey towards a more sustainable world. Together, we are pioneering a more people-focused, prosperous, and resilient future. A future we can be proud to pass on to the next generation. On behalf of our entire Rarick Pacific family, we would like to express our gratitude to the Reusable Packaging Association for this recognition. The organization's commitment to promoting sustainable practices in the industry is commendable, and we are so proud to be part of this community of changemakers. We're excited to see what the future holds for all of us in the reusable packaging world. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, that wraps up our ceremony honoring the winners, OK Produce, Schaefer Plastics North America, and the Rearing Pacific Company. I hope you agree that their applications, the award-winning products and technologies, is a tremendous example of where our industry is today, but more importantly, where it can go tomorrow. And it truly is exciting when you're seeing about reuse systems in the marketplace. Designs that are indeed cutting edge and solving new problems in the market, or even older problems that never had this kind of solution. And of course, with technologies that are accelerating the opportunities with reusable packaging in the supply chain. And so thank you for being a part of this, sharing in the celebration of this excellence in reusable packaging in 2023. Definitely welcome you to submit and be a part of the application process in 2024, which kicks off generally around February as we build towards honoring again next year's recipients at Pack Expo International in Chicago. So thank you again for spending a little time with us today and honoring those award winners, and congratulations again to those who have demonstrated excellence in reusable packaging.